Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All. Now, when we last left off, Edgeworth was like, "Court is in session, beep!" Honestly, I kind of wanted to title the previous episode Court is in Session, but I didn't want to title it that because I felt like that might have spoiled it in a way. I'm not quite sure how, but whatever. Anyway, without further ado, we're sort of trying to put all the blame on Adrian Andrews, which is super messed up, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hit continue, and I said without further ado like 8,000 times, didn't I? From save point. Here we go. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? Mr. Wright! This is a court of law! I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this, however. It appears that I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. Really? Objection! What? Okay. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes to Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? Or less? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes! Please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor! Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Oh! Is this going to be like the end of... I guess not. I thought this was going to be the end of this section. March 23rd, 2:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Right! Well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer. It looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. I wonder who that is. Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? We don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed him, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident and has rushed to get away. A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence? Oh, God, this is bad. I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things you left with me right now, and I'm on my way over. Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now. Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this. With my hunk of junk car, I'd say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. Alright. Just get here in one piece. I'm on a mission. No one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light. Okay. Items left by the murderer. Huh. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. I wonder if the killer's running every red light. They highlighted that for some reason. Eh? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me! No one can stop. Oh, okay. What happened? He was running every red light, so he probably got in an accident. It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? We've got to hurry and call for help! But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! We can't let that happen! Well, if there is a way we can find out where he is, then we could stand a chance. Why? Why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? If there's a will, there's a way! That's right! There is a way! What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this! Maya's Magatama! Or, I don't think the radio transceiver would really make sense. Right, we're not in the middle of a mock trial here. I guess this won't work, huh? I guess it's up to me. Alright, I will think of something on my end. I was thinking that we could maybe connect to him with Maya, like using, like, Pearl, like... I don't know! But wouldn't they have to be dead, or... No, but... I don't know. I was trying to think of something spiritual. I will think of something on my end. Don't get your hopes up too high, but I'll try my best. Did I say something wrong? Of course you did! Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty, but what I'm doing now... I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not. That can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict? Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, Bailiff? There's a phone call for you, sir! They said it was extremely urgent! They're probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. Now, is this gonna be... Yeah, there we go. Honestly, guys, I think we might be able to finish the game in this recording session. I think so. I'm not quite sure how long the final session is gonna be, but I highly doubt it's gonna take any more than what we have. If even more, maybe like... I might make this like a 5-episode recording session, maybe? I'm not quite sure. March 23rd, 2:35 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. That face. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It's nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected has happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impact, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Surprise, surprise. Mr. Corrida? Well, well. It looks like Miss Impact's never left a suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about On Guard. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that fact remains unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard has no idea what the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Well, let's go ahead and save, of course, because actually we haven't... Oh, actually we have. What am I talking about? We haven't saved in quite some time, but yes, we have. From save point. Okay, so we have back down or present evidence. Well, we're gonna have to present evidence, I suppose. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, then it's impossible for Mr. On Guard to not have known that it was fake. And why exactly is that? So it's a suicide note. Impossible for Mr. Ungar to not have known it was fake. Celeste's photo, credit card receipt, picture card, Lada's photo. Alright, let's start from the very beginning, as per usual. Attorney badge, no. Mize Magatama, no. Nickel Samurai, no. Press conference ticket, no. No, 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 no. Suicide report? Attempted suicide report. There's a possible for Mr. Ungar to not have known it was fake. It's impossible for Mr. Ungar to not have known it was fake. But, knife... That's actually interesting. I'm not quite sure. I was gonna say, oh, the Celeste's photo. You know, it has... Oh! Wait! The surveillance camera! Duh! Let's go with the spy camera. What is the little item called? What is this little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but... Oh, that's right, a camera! Ah, you kids and your fancy toys nowadays! Mr. Edgeworth, earlier you claimed that Mr. Ungar knew the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right? If that were true, then this means Mr. Ungar would have known that the victim had forged the note. Ugh! So then, the defendants knew that the suicide was a fake note. If that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Mr. Ungar's motive for murder was. It has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Ungar monitored Mr. Kotoda 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Ungar didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Order! 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 Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time it is you who dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured. It came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Ungar's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. That means it's either old bag or Lotta Hart, probably Lotta Hart. Edgeworth stuttering. This is not like him at all. Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of, who was it that hired Shelley the Killer to commit murder? Oh. That's impossible! Who in the... No such person exists who can answer that question with such certainty! Yes! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth! Who is this witness? It's... Yes! Go on! Who is it? The man himself. Mr. Shelley the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer! Wait! Shelley the Killer? You mean the killer? I mean the assassin. Yes, Your Honor. He is coming here to the witness stand. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes? Is this alright with you? Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I wonder if it really is alright to do this. Very well then, prosecution calls our witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your, occupation, please. Something tells me this actually is Shelley the Killer, because if that were true, they would have... Normally, if you notice, for every single one of these, they always show the witness first, before Edgeworth questions them. This time, it's kind of... Your name and, your, occupation, please? Oh, okay. Very good, sir. My name is Shelly the Killer, and I am a professional assassin. I say! What is going on here? Your Honor. How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. Killer will testify to this court. So, this must be what that urgent phone call I got earlier was about. Oh no, this will not do! I cannot allow this in my court! First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself! Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are in fact Shelly the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya! A voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objection to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There is one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream. Shelly the Killer. What is he going to say? About my client. Oh boy. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. Oh, for the love of all baloney and cheese, that's not even a proper phrase. Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. About my client. I don't know what voice I'm doing right now. This is interesting. I should probably save. I wonder, though, maybe in the next game I should give somebody this voice. I have to say, though, I've come up with some of the most random voices in this series. Like, I knew that I was going to have to come up with some random voices throughout this series, but, like, I'm surprised at all the ones that I've come up with. Even more so that I actually had more voices than I realized. I thought it would be limited to just my Tales of Vesperia voice. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode. No! Not yet. Not yet. I forget. This is not... Anyway, there's something I must first state. We can hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients? I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means? Sorry. Go on. Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright. That's only because you don't know about Maya's situation. Okay, so now we're at the end of the episode. So without further ado, I guess we'll continue off in the next episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Blah, 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 blah.